Chevy Man's year-end clearance.
We start tonight with a story that, as a reporter, one hopes never has to be written, but when it does, you hope that you can do it justice. A veteran Empire stock car competitor and a particular fan favorite out at the Petaluma Speedway has died in a tragic single-car highway accident. Mike Chisholm of Napa, who piloted number 92 to victory so consistently during the past 5 years en route to snaring 3 track championships and the Superstock point lead so far this year, died this afternoon as a result of injuries sustained when his car ran off of Highway 1 on a windy section near Morrow Bay Road and down an embankment at about midnight last night. He was not found until about 3 a.m. this morning. He died at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Chisholm, who was on his way to Santa Maria at the time, apparently falling asleep at the wheel. Funeral arrangements for the 40-year-old racing champion. The tragic auto accident which killed defending Superstock champion and season point leader Mike Chisholm this week shrouds in sorrow what figured to be the most exciting weekend of racing at the Petaluma Speedway this year. Chisholm just last weekend moved into the top spot by 10 points over Castro Valley's Jim Tryon. Petaluma's Leo Liebes is 27 points back of Tryon, and Rod Arnold of Nevada is just 55 points back. Any of those 3 competitors can really help their title hopes, as there's a 35-lap double points race on tap tomorrow night, racing at 7:30. A special salute to Chisholm will be made during tomorrow night's program. And
for the guys who race those cars in Petaluma almost every Saturday night at the Petaluma Speedway. They build the cars, they race them. When they break down, they have to fix them. Let's find out more about the guys who do the racing in Petaluma at the Petaluma Speedway.
When I was a very young kid, we used to go to the races a lot in Bloomington, Indiana, and my goal at that age, of 5 or 6, was to one day become a race car driver. And this is as close as I can ever get to fulfilling that dream. I've been racing super stocks for about 6 years, street stocks for 4 years, so this is my 10th year. I live here in Petaluma. Street stock is a stalker. It's just a car off the street. You can do a few things to it. Basically, they're just stock. The super stock, we're allowed 358 cubic inches, 13-inch tires. It's just a lot different. You can have a fabricated frame. It's quite a bit of difference, dollar-wise especially.
In the street stock division, we pretty much using stock parts, stock cars, junkyard parts. If something happened with your car out on the track, it wasn't really too critical to get back in, get it fixed, or whereas in this division, if something goes wrong, if I read my gauges and something's telling me that something's wrong, I pretty much got to pull off. I can't risk, blowing a $12,000 motor just for a couple of positions one night.
Our routine is on Tuesday night, we wash it, get it set up off the ground with all the wheels off it, check a few things. Thursday night, we go over everything. Saturday, we finish it and set up the weight, front end, and things like that.
Every night, every weekend, me and the pit crew, we work on the car constantly to get it ready for the following week. If you have a good week, nothing happens to the car. It's pretty simple. We've had other weeks where we completely destroy the car. It takes quite a bit more work. Well, actually, the car is owned by my father, and I don't do any of the work on it at all. He does all of the maintenance on it, and he normally averages between 3 to 4 hours every evening from Monday to Friday night working on it.
I guess I spend about 20, 25 hours a week working on the car. And during the off-season, it's even more. I built this car from scratch, just started with just a pile of metal. And that was a lot of work, more than I ever imagined it would be. I'd be lucky if I spend $250, $300 a week racing.
First round of qualifying, please. Street stock, first round. Couldn't have done it without my pit crew, though. They help a lot, and all the sponsors. Benson sponsors me, and they help out a whole lot.
If it wasn't for the sponsors, we couldn't race. But sponsors play a big part in racing.
When you're out there, you do it all by, you don't think about it. You just do whatever your reactions tell you to do. I enjoy it very, very much. Sometimes it's a release to come out here from all the pressures of the week and just to try to be able to maneuver between the other cars and advance as far as I can in the track. It's just a thrill. Just something, it's in the blood, I guess. Once you start, you're hooked, you know. I wasn't really all that serious about racing when I started, and now it's my whole life.
I got into racing just being a good fan, and I got talked into driving, and I didn't do too well, and I just had a goal to reach. And we did pretty good. I have a good crew, good owner.
I tried to get out of it for a couple years and just prepare a couple of cars for the friends that I previously mentioned, and I came down here to a race one night, and approximately 3 to 4 weeks later, we had another car out here. It's, I guess it's envy somewhere. We get down on hard days and when things don't go right, but we're back here every week. Come for Thursday or Friday, we're wrenching till midnight to get it ready to come out here again.
It's just a sport, it's just a hobby. A lot of people fish, hunt, golf, I race.
Time trials at the Petaluma Speedway start every Saturday night at 6:30, and the Speedway is located at the fairgrounds just off Highway 101 in Petaluma. For the sake of the game, we'll be back next month. I'll see you then. I'm Larry Sharoni. Bye-bye.
Mike were exceptionally good friends, and it just seems fitting that the honor of the first race estate should go to Lee. Are you laying any kind of a lookout, Dane Smith? Here we come.
That's who I'm looking for, Dane, because I know he's right there.
Well, we've got a lot of activity coming up in the very near future. And looky here, we've got a very pretty young lady bringing this race estates trophy up for you. And you're going to have another chance in just a few minutes at the regular trophy dash, being a second quick qualifier right behind Dane, and you'll have another shot at him in just a few minutes. How's the track feel to you tonight, Lee?
It's not too bad right now, a little slick. Probably by the main event, be in pretty good shape.
A lot of activity went on in the parking lot out here this afternoon. The crew was working quite vigorously around the car. Was there anything in particular you were working on, or just a normal maintenance routine?
Well, we just go through and check everything, make sure it'd be in pretty good shape for tonight. Last night it was cooking up a little too hard, so we wanted to loosen it up a little bit. So far, it looks like we loosened it up a little too much. Wet yet.
Well, once again, congratulations. Let's get you over here, and we'll get you in line with the trophy girl. Leo Levis, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, thank you, Butch. I'd like to recognize Miss Butte County at this time, making the presentation. Christine Lesser, a lovely queen that will
This year with the United Way. Matt Long is here.
Dad, I'd like to thank you very much on behalf of the Pacific Outlaw Superstock Enterprises.